Okay, what is going on, CYPRX advanced YouTubers? Welcome back to the CYPRX YouTube page. As always, if you're interested in learning about cryptocurrency, commodities, indices, foreign exchange, please go ahead and consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. In today's video breakdown, I'm going to show you guys how you all could have dollar cost average into XRP utilizing the CYPRX strategy. I'm also going to read to you all some interesting articles that I thought were of value here in the crypto space. So make sure that you smash that like button and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're not already doing so. Let's get started in today's video breakdown, just going over some XRP price action. If the video doesn't go on too long, maybe I will cover some Casper, but we were able to accumulate some buy positions on XRP during the New York session, yesterday's New York session to be particular. Down here in this area, if we were looking at a leverage position, it would look something along the lines of this entry right here, okay, where we can see structure down here in this area that I'm going to get into in just 1 second. But we entered in $4 cost averaging positions on XRP. Hopefully, in the near future, these higher target regions of $1 to maybe $1.50 come into fruition in the near term. That is what I'm looking for. I had mentioned to you guys on Twitter that if we hold above the 70-cent psychological level, I'm going to be looking for a reversal on XRP right now. Okay, looking at this price action. The only thing that I'm currently worried about on this price action is that I see trendline liquidity forming, okay, where the market could decide to come and drop down beneath this trendline liquidity one last time before surging up higher. This is now only the 5-minute chart. So let's just see if these price levels do hold above the 68, 69, and 70-cent psychological level. As you guys can see, price is respecting and people are buying these quote unquote dips, all right? So in yesterday's New York session, how could you have dollar cost average utilizing the CYPRX strategy in this general vicinity during New York session to hop into a position on XRP? All right, let's look at price action. Let's just focus on the ideology that the banking institutions like to piggyback off of each other, and that each and every single trading session, okay, following the ideology that banking institutions, private investors are not going to buy from highs. They're going to buy from where? What if I told you guys on the YouTube channel they're going to buy from lows? Okay, so what can we see? New York session consistently manipulates price time and time again to give themselves discount. You guys can see a New York session here. They formulate early buyers prior to the New York session in the form of what? The manipulation window. Okay, if we look at this window right here of opportunity from the 8:30 a.m. window that I give you guys, okay, to back to about 6 a.m. and we extend this, look at this, okay? We see how the market makers manipulated people to buy, okay, but really what were they doing? They were pushing price into discount. They liquidate any over leveraged positions beneath these lows, and any people that were willing to sell in the form of sell stops beneath these lows, they activated those. Then what did they do? Right before they passed price action over to Asia session, they took buy positions at a discounted price. Okay, if you guys zoom out, we can see, I guarantee you that this links up with the previous area of New York session where they might have purchased from in the past. So let's just go ahead and fact check that real fast. We'll go ahead, we'll put a little box on this and we'll extend this out. Let's go ahead and see if we can find another New York session where they purchased from discounted price. Let's go ahead, let's go to the higher time frame. Let's go to the 15-minute. All right, let's go to the 30-minute. We still can't see price action. All right, boom. So let's go all the way back over here. I just want to show you guys, okay, this is that level over here to the right-hand side where you guys can see that New York session took a buy from. Let's go and let's hit the replay tool. Okay, I just want to show you guys proving the ideology that banking institutions piggyback off of where previous banking institutions purchased from. All right, let's zoom in. Would you look at that? Okay, here is a New York session buy right here. Boom, London session bought. New York session again pushed price down at the discount and then took two buy positions 1 and 2. Okay, you guys can see here how that orange line correlates with this leg extension up. Okay, confirming the ideology that banking institutions like to piggyback off of each other. All right, now moving forward, let's see how we could have dollar cost average utilizing the ideology of banking institutions buying from lower price action to dollar cost average into this position here on XRP, okay? Coming into this New York session, what can we see on price action? Guys, it's very simplistic. Don't overthink the markets. Don't overcomplicate things. Okay, so coming into this New York session, what can we see? This New York session right here, today's New York session has obviously taken another buy position, but same ideology, right? Where the market makers weren't going to buy from a high, they were going to manipulate price down to the lows and then take a buy position from discount. So for this New York session where we were able to dollar cost average into XRP down in this general area beneath 70 cents, what can we see? Let's look at the manipulation window again, utilizing the CYPRX methodologies. We'll take from 8:30 a.m. Okay, so we'll highlight 8:30 a.m. and we'll go all the way to 6 a.m. or 3 a.m. It doesn't realistically matter where you're at in the world is what it depends on, okay? But we can see here, 8:30 a.m., this is Los Angeles UTC, to 3 a.m., Los Angeles UTC. What can we see down here beneath these lows? Guys, look at how accurate this is. Okay, we see a double bottom formation, or maybe even a triple bottom formation, where we see a touch of support, quote unquote, a touch of support, and another touch of support. How many retail traders would be drawing some type of support methodology down here, buying these regions? Okay, the banking institutions know that. Not only that, but what are they doing? The banking institutions are manipulating price in the form of sell positions to build liquidity. They come, they grab all of those leveraged buy positions beneath these lows, and they activate sell stops that existed beneath these lows from people that were willing to sell if price broke beneath these lows. Okay, you guys understand liquidity and things of that nature watching this YouTube channel. Now look, okay, what do I teach you guys on this channel? That if this is a proper bearish move and a real actual bearish move, what needs to happen? The continuation of lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. Well, here is a lower high in comparison to the previous one, collectively speaking. And what did it fail to do? It failed to continue the definition of a downtrend. It failed to create lower lows and lower highs, and instead did what? This is the pattern that I attempt to teach you guys in detail. Look at this accuracy, okay? As soon as we came into a psychological level, let's delete this trend line that I drew on for you guys because that's irrelevant right now. We're looking for that to get liquidated, hopefully. But what can we see? We see the banking institutions reject a psychological level. Look to the right-hand side. We see the 69300 level to the T. Again, psychological level. And what do we see? The market then print a high, a higher low, and a higher high formation. So right here was your bullish confirmation. We see a high, higher low, higher high formation, rejection of psychological levels. Okay, this is now has to be looked at. This now has to be looked at as a false bearish move. Why? Because we are operating in a discount from what? From where previous New York session purchased from down here. Look at the accuracy. If I take my Fibonacci from where New York session purchased from the previous day, which was this New York session, we already discussed that banking institutions are not going to purchase from highs. They're going to manipulate price to the downside to then take discounted buys. If I take my Fibonacci from the low where previous New York session purchased from, okay, and extend that up to the highs for this New York session, what can we see, guys? Look at the accuracy, 62 to 70%, 79% discount where the banking institutions, the private investors, the whales like to buy from. And look at this. They put in another buy position on XRP and they boosted price to the upside to come and do what? Grab all the liquidity that they left behind during the manipulation window. It's literally hilarious, okay? Look at the manipulation window. Look at how accurate the strategy is that I teach you guys. We saw liquidity to the up and down side in the manipulation window. The market makers manipulate price to give themselves discount, push price down. We already see what they were doing. They were giving themselves discount from where they purchased from the previous day, which just so happened to be in this area. And now you guys can see structure in the market or bullish order flow where it's what? Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. And look at this. In every single session, Asia, London, and New York, there was manipulation. Where was the manipulation in Asia? We see. What is this pattern right here, guys? Look at this. Triple top formation, retail resistance. People were trying to sell this triple top formation. The banking institutions came, pushed price up after giving themselves discount and liquidated all of these areas. Same thing here. Look at the manipulation window in London. Again, from 8:30 a.m. London time to 6 a.m. London time. That's this general area right here. Look at the manipulation. Where was the liquidity in the manipulation window? Above highs and beneath lows. Look what the market did. It came, it attacked that liquidity from London, and then came down for the liquidity beneath London and New York, down here in this general vicinity. If we were to clone this, the manipulation window from every single session, and put it where it's supposed to be at, I've told you guys that the majority of every single trading session is manipulation. There are only, realistically speaking, 2 institutional moves or orders that happen in every single session, whether it's Asia, London, and New York. The rest of price action is mainly just consolidation and manipulation. And as you guys can see, all of that coming into fruition. If these video breakdowns have helped you guys out, make sure that you smash that like button. So what we were able to do is identify that these were higher lows and that this was a reversal off of a psychological level, and that price was respecting where banking institutions bought from the previous day on XRP during New York session. Because we are New York session traders, we were able to dollar cost average and put some money into XRP. Again, properly understanding how to pump money into this market, understanding how to move your capital around in a productive way will benefit you in the long run, regardless if you're a day trader or a long-term hodler. Wouldn't you much rather have learned how to enter properly by utilizing the charts on TradingView and a trading strategy that actually shows you how to enter in at a proper dip buying opportunity instead of entering in at a high, right? Let's just say, for example, this New York session, you saw price was at 72 cents and you bought, okay? Then price depreciated your account portfolio in value and dumped to down near 69 cents, okay? And then boom, the market injected money back into the market, okay? Wouldn't you much have rather got a better position at 69.5 cents rather than 72 cents, where just now your portfolio is back in the blue, okay? Think about it. If you're one of those individuals that would like to learn how to do that, the link is in the description down below for the mentorship. Other than that, make sure that you go back and watch previous YouTube videos if you want the free information, okay? But some interesting articles that I have for you guys, aside from technical analysis, fxstreet.com, XRP price targets $1 after a big win in SEC versus Ripple case. Some key highlights: Ripple Labs could gain a victory in the ongoing SEC case versus Ripple lawsuit. Obviously, of course, we already know most likely they're going to win. The SEC is a joke, guys. It is all a scam. They are manipulating price to stop people from becoming overnight millionaires because that disrupts the financial ecosystem. I've been telling you guys that. They don't want the same thing that happened with Bitcoin in the early days to happen with XRP, where people, 19, 20-year-olds, became overnight millionaires, billionaires, right? Just from owning a couple of different cryptocurrencies. We also see Judge Sarah Netburn denied the SEC's request to shield documents under privilege. I don't like covering this stuff, mainly because there's a lot of other YouTubers out there that actually do good fundamental coverage on XRP. So I try not to get too in detail in this stuff, just to give you guys some key highlights. Analysts believe XRP price is on track to hit the $1 target as Ripple inches closer to a win against the SEC. You guys can go ahead, click through this article if you choose to do so. That is on fxstreet.com. Moving over here, I thought that this was interesting because we saw a lot of manipulation on Twitter. So let me just go to Twitter real fast and show you this thing that Coinbase tweeted out on April 11th. I saw so many people. Then this is what I thought was hilarious, because honest to God, in my personal opinion, the list of cryptos that Coinbase is releasing or relisting, is just crap in my opinion. But we saw this on Twitter, and if you guys are on Twitter, again, make sure that you follow me. cDemandCore is my Twitter handle. But we saw them. Let me go ahead and click this picture. We saw them add XRP onto the snapshot that Coinbase posted on April 11th. Okay, they were putting XRP here. Everybody was like, oh, you know, Coinbase is going to relist XRP. Guys, Coinbase is not going to relist XRP until there is regulatory clarity, and you have to understand that. They're not going to relist it before the lawsuit, none of that stuff. They delisted it for a reason, to cover their blanks, right? To cover their butts, okay? And they're not going to relist it until there's regulatory clarity. So if you're going to be waiting to buy or purchase XRP until Coinbase relists it, you're going to be too late. XRP price is already going to probably most likely skyrocket to above $1, maybe even $1.50, maybe even its new all-time highs before Coinbase does actually relist XRP, in my personal opinion, okay? So we see this article here from the Daily Huddle. The crypto giant Coinbase reveals a list of 50 altcoins under consideration for relisting. You guys can go ahead and check this out, but guess what's not on the list? XRP, guys, or Casper, okay, which are two cryptocurrencies, in my personal opinion, that would massively have a price effect if they did get relisted on Coinbase, okay? But that's not happening anytime soon. All right, if you guys can go on Google and find this list yourself, just be careful that there are scammers out there that are trying to tell people that XRP and things of that nature are going to get listed on Coinbase. That's not true. Okay, be mindful of the stuff that you're finding on the internet. You guys can go ahead and read through, see what kinds of coins are coming out on Coinbase in the near future. Everybody thought that this tweet from Coinbase on April 11th was them saying that they are going to release XRP. That's not the case. This was them gearing up for this reveal where they relisted over 50 altcoins, or they're going to be relisting 50 altcoins. All right, so just to give you guys a little bit of an update on that. And then this I thought was very interesting. Again, you know, the mainstream media, the institutional order flow, everything's starting to pick up into this market. Look at this. Massive wall of money is waiting to enter Bitcoin and crypto markets, according to Shark Tank. What is this? Come on now. Massive wall of money is waiting to enter Bitcoin and crypto markets, according to Shark Tank investor Kevin O'Leary. Again, what do we see? Key vocabulary, things that I've been telling you guys to pay attention to. Shark Tank investor Kevin O'Leary says regulatory clarity will allow institutional capital to flow into the cryptocurrency markets. In an interview with Kitco News, O'Leary discusses U.S. Senator Loomis and Senator Gillibrand's latest proposal for crypto regulatory framework. This is what institutional order flow is waiting to, I'm telling you, to adapt cryptocurrency. It's going to be insane. There are so many individuals out there that are not invested in the cryptocurrency. If you are one of those people that has cryptocurrency, understand what you own, understand what type of trader you are. Are you a scalper? Are you an intraday? Are you a swing trader? Or you're just a long-term hodler that's here for long-term gains? Understand what type of trader you are. Please and thank you. Okay. So that way you don't get confused on what I'm trying to convey to people and what other YouTube channels and things of that nature are trying to convey to people. And so that way you can properly build a portfolio. Okay. If you learn how to enter in or dollar cost average into a cryptocurrency properly, you can definitely come out on top in this cryptocurrency market. Not financial advice. Okay. But you were early on in this space. You want to be making sure that you're purchasing in proper discounted areas. Okay. Man, there's so much information coming into this crypto space. I'm telling you guys right now, people that are here, we're seeing right now, you know, a $2 to $3 trillion market fluctuation. Okay. I'd say anywhere between 2 to 5 years from now, the market's going to be anywhere between $7 to $10 trillion. And then if we're looking at 15 to maybe even 20 years from now, we're looking at, you know, a 50 trillion to maybe even $100 trillion market cap for cryptocurrencies, okay, across the board. And when I say this, it's not going to be this 16,000 to 17,000 list of cryptocurrencies that are still alive and breathing. No. These big banking institutions are only going to pick a handful of cryptocurrencies to dump money into. Okay. I personally say that it's going to be anywhere between the realm of 1 to maybe 20 cryptocurrencies max that these big banking institutions utilize for their day-to-day transactions. Okay. It's not going to be, you know, freaking all these meme coins that are popping up. So be careful of that stuff as well. Make sure that you're investing into cryptocurrencies with future use cases. Okay. With utility and with, you know, prospects for them to actually help banks and institutions. Okay. Not just because your mom told you to invest in cryptocurrency, whatever the case may be. I don't know what's making people invest in crypto right now, what the hype is, okay? I pulled up at a gas station the other day, and you know those little TV screens at the gas station when you're filling your gas tank, okay? Well, guess what? A year ago, all you saw on those little tiny TV screens was what? CV19 ads and CV19, go get your vaccine and wear your mask and da-da-da-da-da. Now, if you pull up to a gas station, just to show mass manipulation and what it is that I'm talking about and mainstream adoption, things of that nature, now you see crypto ads. On YouTube, what do you see? Crypto ads. On the internet, on the TV, what do you see? Crypto ads, okay? But a year ago, you didn't see any of that stuff. Mainstream adoption is coming. Institutional order flow is coming. Blessings to you guys all. Hope that you enjoyed this video breakdown. Price prediction on XRP real fast before we hop off here. I told you guys if we can hold this 70-cent psychological level, okay, most likely we're going to come back into the high 70-cent region where I would like to see price action surpass on XRP to confirm any bullish momentum and move to the upside. As you guys can see, we had a nasty sell-off on XRP from where I had mentioned to you guys that XRP was going to pull back. We'd already talked about this trendline liquidity in previous YouTube videos getting liquidated. Now that has happened, okay? I mentioned to you guys all of these lows right here most likely are going to get liquidated. Well, look at that. Every single low that people were buying in leveraged positions got liquidated, confirming the ideology that the banking institutions trade against retail trading methodologies. They do not trade those methodologies. They literally will liquidate all of your portfolio if you trade that way, okay? So we see now that the banking institutions completely tapped out all of these buy areas or these quote-unquote dip buying opportunities that these YouTube hyper freaking moon boys were, you know, implementing in their YouTube videos and saying that XRP was going to break and go to a freaking dollar and da-da-da-da-da. No. Now, as proper traders, we know that the market has gone lower, and so now it could have the potential to go higher. Why? Because we know as traders, the market, in order to go higher, must go lower first. Well, now that we've seen the move lower, the question is can we hold these levels to potentially see a market reversal and for money to get pumped back into XRP? If that does happen, okay, my first initial target that we need to surpass on XRP, let me get rid of these session indicators. Okay, my first initial target that we need to surpass on XRP is 85 cents. If we break that 85 cent psychological level marker, in my personal opinion, that clears the way and the path for XRP to reach $1 plus, mainly because, in my personal opinion, we've created equal highs above the 92 to 91 cent psychological level. As you guys can see, this is a double top formation where retail traders are most likely selling this in the form of resistance. So there is what? Liquidity above these highs. The banking institutions know that. They're not going to let that liquidity sit forever. Eventually, the price of XRP will surpass these levels. The question is when will it happen? Let's be mindful of some of these price targets and the downside potential that still holds risk on XRP. I've given you guys my bearish targets. Anywhere beneath the 68 cent psychological level, my buy limit is set for 48 cents. I'm still being pessimistic about this potential region right here getting liquidated on XRP before we see a new rally to all-time highs. Again, this is not investing advice. As always, be cognizant, be aware. I will see you guys in the next video breakdown. Anybody that is interested in following me on Twitter, here's my Twitter handle one more time before we hop off here. Make sure that you guys aren't getting spammed on any spam accounts. This is my only social media. This is my only YouTube. Blessings to you guys all. I really do appreciate the love and the support, and I will see you guys in the next video breakdown.